Hello everyone, this is Sergeant. I hope you guys enjoy watching this stream. Okay, so I hope it's going to be okay. So some sort of stuff I need to fix. Okay, let's start for now. Some technical issues with screen, but okay, it's going to be nice. Back to the topic. We have a good wheel. That wheel is not the best, but let's hope we can get our chances here. If not, I want to gamble with my other account. So let's see this account first. Let's try. We got our first one. Let's hope to get a second. It's 100 try. It won't be a problem. The more the better. Now we talk. That's a good. Come on. It's getting a bit tough. GG. It was a good try. Yes. Okay. You got her.
Magic is the sharpest sword.
Since no one's seeing it.
Shall I consult the hexagrams?
I wish they can also add the voice chats of these characters like the other before. It's always fun when you see and hear what they are talking. More integration to the game itself. I like this actually. It's going to be nice. Now let's see Bahan. It's supposed to be here somewhere. You can see him. Yes.
Gears need calibrating.
Up, three, six, and go once. This one. all know that well. Once we got
The bloodstone listens, and this was meant for me. A worthy offering.
this is going to be a nice scouting. Yes. Uh, it's nice. Yes, scouts. Just say it's scouts. Begin. Seems a nice content. Speaking of which, is a new update. As you can see, it's nice stuff. It's the usual, but it's better. This update at least gives you the chances to change from unwanted heals, like this awakened. I don't want to say anymore. Bahon, I finally got it, so now I can focus on better heals. Kina is neat because I am maxing out Neko, so having Kina without spending any gems is technically winnable. Go to win, to be honest. Madeline is now better than ever, especially when I have good gold. So yeah, both can be good potential for me. Aside from that, yeah, Gosh is something I will go for. But first, awakening these heals, because as you can see, it's in the focus now. Process of that. This is getting done with. Now let's spend our long awaited time. Don't care. I can easily max them out. The first ones are gonna be easy. Still useful, but this will be maxed out one way or another. Let's go for the second last one. Okay. Okay. Seems cool. It's just, I like the story. I wish if there was sound voice chat here like the other ones. Season 1 he was always have best voice acting. Don't know why. Compared to the rest, like it should be better, but now no, just a plain text. But nice writing, like the authors who make laws. Nice writing, I like. Good love. Mm, time for some good changes. Okay, time for some good changes. Don't care about this stone gold, although it's nice. But diffuse damage means it's already bad trade, let's be honest. However, there's option like you can choose between these two only or something like that. Okay, Okay, almost here. Okay, this is kinda neat. I like this prophecy. We reached good stages. With this, I can actually have good diffuse damage, to be honest. These two will be perfect garrison. I can start working on him, to be honest. He is going to be nice. There used to be a way to share heroes. Did I miss the option of sharing or something? I remember it, but I don't know how. Okay. 4154. Oh, still have 47 tokens. It's actually good to change. Uh, 5, 2. I can't wait to max her along this hero. This hero will be perfect tools to have from now on. Best flying mouse for mages. High mage charge. We'll finally be able to get this major charge. Few hit, so you can get more than 30. Imagine getting 100 just because you are hitting 2 more shots. That would be pretty neat. The defense magic damage option. And this is a bit. Skill damage factor and resistance. These are pretty neat. Now let's talk about the new hero. Skill damage 10%, Salaya 15. This equals to 200 skill damage, which is pretty nice. New Salaya. Salaya and her will be together perfect value mosh. Attack resistance 20% and defense is pretty good. Defense all time is pretty nice. 20% and 20% attack resistance means huge counter attack reduction and normal attack reduction and skill damage reduction too. No, this attack, so not damage. So skill damage not exist in our version. So yeah, normal and counter will be reduced, which is pretty neat to be honest, because that means we have a counter to Magot finally, but not the best counter. 500% to 20 is not the best, but considering the insane amount of skill damage we will apply, yeah, it's pretty neat. To mention, this will help also with Sadia sheet. So yeah, this synergy right here. Good synergy. Skill damage bonus 12%. 50% chance to increase legion attack by 4%. That means 20%, 25% at max. Sheesh, that's ridiculously good. This will be instead of 1025. Okay, legitimately, I won the bet by making good use of tokens here. I consider using more, to be honest, but this is a good start. Very excellent start, to be honest. Now let's go to the other one, which is pretty wild because I wanted to test it better. I don't have high hopes because it's second to half, but the fact it can trigger every 2 seconds is pretty neat. To have is better considering the fact the cooldown is 1 second from every time you hit channels, because to have is 500, cooldown is 1 second, see normal attacks 1 second every time, 3 minus 4, now we get the equation. The equation is 1 second cooldown, so it's pretty nice. So as long as the legion costs a visual skill, cooldown ends immediately, so you can repeat the cycle again and again. Between these two, it's pretty nice. I told you will risk the cooldown, but this will be good buff. Problem is, every time with the mages diffuse damage. Like, why? Just make it like Tohar. Do you see any diffuse damage here? No, because mages rely on skill damage. You don't balance them out. The characters of Outlaws are already broken, let's be honest. You have Magzay, you have Kinawa. Look at the skill damage and apply that skill damage with the fact Outlaws are ridiculously high in damage compared in terms with mages. Even if you relied on Celestials, which is 30 points to base state, it's still less compared to the expected damage from here. So yeah, don't make it reduced. Just because it's AoE, you make it weaker, not better. The kill rate gets worse, actually, sometimes. Especially at the start. 100 diffuse damage is gonna be sad. Especially in one-on-one kill trade, like, you don't want this to be always reduced. For this, finally some respect, to be honest. Like, this is the expected skill damage you want from mages to apply. This type of skill damage, high skill damage. Lastly, let's go to buffs. 10% defense, stacking defense, 30%. I like this. HB buff, no healing, 10 out of 10. 20% bonus skill damage, now we are talking. That sold it to me, like, bad start, good end. Perfect end to me. Unlike this alt and this alt, like, it's bad, to be honest. Like, nothing extra to be happening. Like, instead of 2, make it 3. That will make it better. This is ultimate. You spend 690 tokens, and you tell me this is equivalent of it? No. But this is some respect here. Finally, some good build. 215 extra stat. Now that is perfectly good. same here. 100% chance instead of a 50% on all these. Gain 100% chance to recover. So cause automatically you gain this buff. Target 3 legions. Instead of 2, you make it 3 all time. Okay, that's considerable. But look here. 10 seconds. Every 30 seconds. This is just god time. And 50% magic attack. Something you desperately want as a mage hero. As a mage build up. As a mage player. Always high attack. So yeah, something finally good here. This can be it, but I plan to test out the mages. We will try with this.
There's more sunlight over that way.
You don't want that. You want the test. So let's start.
Magic is best written with blood.
Nothing is forbidden.
You don't want anything except testing these two. How they work, not how good they are.
One clan, one
Don't stick around.
die and become part of something greater.
Without any attributes, just testing how they work. Okay, that's pretty neat. Okay, that's strong skill damage. Very strong skill damage. Small damage in between. I don't want. I should have replaced the strip. I don't want that to affect the reports. Come on, give me the skill damage again. We can still try with next test. Salaya, skill damage bonus, shield, tanking with Gomorrah. 10% skill damage, but 15% on this would be neat. After maxing it out, I will make her main, because everyone knows mage 3 gives you the best possible kill trade anyway for mages. Especially T4, since T4 gives me high attributes. Hello, Pokemon. I will change this screen till next time. I will try to change it.
Those who seek to conquer nature shall fall. The forest.
The ground is quiet now.
Yeah.
Remembers.
Now let's try out the test field. First of all, yeah, skill damage. I want to see legion attack. Okay, 4%. It increases. Usual HP 20%. Okay, 12%. So yeah, the buff actually work. It's pretty nice. It expands every 2 seconds, not 1 second. It's every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds it expands, not 1. Look here, 20. It stack So it is not only staying but stackable, which is pretty solid. Let's see here. I applied skill damage again. Okay. Okay, let's start, see again promotion. Okay, promotion. How much it dealt? 400. So 100 skill damage up to this. So 300 will be 1200 skill damage will be applied every time. Okay, that sold it to me. It's nice damage, especially if it can be repeated. Every 2 seconds, so yeah, the skill damage happened again. 366. But that's pretty solid. The fact this can stack is pretty nice. Okay, that sold it to me. Now let's try the second test.
Fits me perfectly.
Oh, Pomphalax likes this one.
Blood, answer my call.
Ready to go.
Level 33, I want something along with that range. Cavalry will be a beta, high beating. Warlocks, you want something familiar to me. 30. 43, 43. Okay, we can see our choice.
Cover your ears.
We can test them. It will be okay. Ooh. I saw 20,000 lives. Deadly damage. Shit. Only. Is that if that is PvP damage, I am nuking Magzai. It will be fun. One, two, challenge. Testing here. Magzai is the layer. 4 more. Now let's check it out. Okay, 5%. 5% illusion attack. It's stacker. It lasts longer. Look here. Applied first skill damage. Magic defensive break also applied, which is pretty neat. Look here, defensive break. Yeah, defensive penetration. Look here, all these buffs. I have literally 25% legion attack and magic attack stacking 5 to 5. Asian attack 25. Okay, these are good buffs. HP 15%. Or this is stat buff. Okay, magic attack, Legion magic attack. Now let's see warpet skill. Oh. Then all these are stacks. All these are buffs. Okay, this is not. Look how much damage I apply every time. The gap is huge, getting huge. 300 magic damage absorbed. Okay, 15 rage, 75 rage is nice. It's synchronized. It's synchronized with each other. Up protection shield 25% for 200. That absorption sucked all the damage here. 200 shield, literally lock the gap. And because of every time I use the skill damage, it applies, it becomes better and better. Okay, this is huge. Nuking the enemy was not my expectation, but this is ridiculously good. Especially if I max it out to go more. 225 skill damage will be good. That's the only way to say it. It will be good.
We heading back?
And that is it for now. The new warpet is actually in progress. I did not have all its aspects, but I will, for sure. Skill damage is good. Let's be honest. This is not bad, especially with the fact it has 7 marks. Each mark it will boost the skill damage. 1%. So 7 stacks to 1%. But look at the permanent damage. 30 and this 22. Apply these two together, you get a good decent damage, which is here. This is unchangeable, but this is changeable. When you upgrade, this is the only thing that get buffed. This is just 15 from 1% to 2%. The permanent marks by 1%, 1% become 4%, so it increased to a lot. If legendary, that means this will be 12%, which is pretty neat. Same here, legendary, this will be nice. 40 and this 100. Now let's go to Safari to give you the equivalent, which is the best skill damage. 140. This is 140. Remember, this is 140. And this is the same. 100 and this 40. But remember, this continuous damage, meaning this gets repeated 3 times. So that's already a legendary stat, but this is not legendary stat, but gets upgraded once you get your stats to legendary, it will be applied. So that will be 300, the same as the fairy, and this for 120. So that 420, equivalent to the exact percentage here. Like, look here, this will be 300. That's small intelligence. higher intelligence, look at the differences. It become 405. So yeah, this is actually better, winnable, achievable, and the damage here is stacking. Look, 1%, 2%, 3%. This is stacked to up to 40%, but the longer it lasts. So every time you cast Scorch, Air Force, so this stuff will not be applied to Gamora, but this will be applicable. High damage. Lilia plus this warpet will be ridiculous bleeding damage. Because Torch and this will be very good. Good mixture. This conditional buff. AoE. You had to not forget that. AoE. It's a very win in terms of AoE damage. Because this is not diffusable. 140 multiply 3 times. You win the kill trade anytime. Twice you win the kill trade. Even if this is believable, because look here. And the most important part, enemy legions, up to 3 enemy legions. But this is the only base damage, not the first one. So if it is first one and second one, I would say that would win the kill trade. But in terms of max, it's a very versus max it. Flaming Manticore. Flaming Manticore will win in V1v1, but in terms of AoE damage, Safari will win. If you have these 3 maxed in Safari, you will win. If you have this maxed in 1v1 type fighting, no, you will win. Which is pretty neat, because that means you have finally balanced build. Goodbye to broken builds. Especially this healing guy, because I hated him, to be honest. I hated him so much. Unlike this one. This one, finally, a mage, real mage build. I love it. Matches to have. Which is this. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I love it. And it matches Halea and Gamora R2 because that bleeding damage affects the kill rate. It weakens the enemy in the middle while you are charging your Visual skill. So yeah, it's pretty good for passive and skill chargers. That bleeding damage is excellent to be honest. Finally, got warpet for mages. Finally, I love it. Okay, next day. Good cultivate. Both are similar to each other. Okay, I guess this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. In real combat, we will have soon real combat later. I will use them for real combat. I did not expect the damage will be this ridiculous. I hope this mage build remain untouched. Only deleting this diffuse damage. Only this diffuse damage getting deleted. Because it's every 10 seconds, so come on. Let's be serious. This is ridiculous. 2 half and 4 seconds, 3 seconds every 4 seconds, and that is already bad. You make it 10 seconds and that is bad, to be honest. I don't like this diffuse damage when it is small skill damages. Make it right. Don't make it well doubled. Well doubled. Like let's be honest, well doubled. The more skill, the more troops, the more I give damage. Perfect mage concept. Because I am mage concept. I supposed to be from very far and apply massive damage. And my main enemy is infantry, which are ridiculously huge in defense build. So yeah, make it make sense, because this doesn't make any sense to me. Compared to Gauge, compared to others, like, yeah. This pretty solid. Finally worthy to max out. This is something you make sure to max out. Like, look here. Why? Why would I sacrifice all this amount of golden tokens for this? Unlike this, to be honest, like look here, 20, 10%, and 100 skill damage. Now we are talking. Not the best because it's season 1, but look here. Look here. Season generation 3. Look how much it buff. Look here. Like, make it make sense, but having Salaya just 150 shields and this doesn't have any cooldown, it's good, but for 5 seconds. You think this shield will last 5 seconds? Like, come on, bro. It's not fun each other's around. I hope more of these two, to be honest, in the future. More good awakened skills for mages will be satisfying. Finally, good start. This buffed to extra 100 will be good. Delete diffused, for God's sake, delete diffused. It's bad. But still, this is better than I expected. I hope no nerfing to these two mages, because you have to remember, this garrison, that means it should be built to defend against huge waves, especially Magod Zaida and the other heroes. It should win. Don't nerf them. They should be winnable, because they are mages. They are where to use, where to build, where to train. You have physical skill damage by 3 types. I have only 2. So yes, I must have an advantage. The most important advantage for mages is skill damage. And like that I finish this. Yeah. New mages. If we were to separate new mages, what new mages would be pairing? Okay, that's an excellent question. I am going to answer. Best pairings. So far, for me, when I saw Gamora, I said Salaya and Gamora for one thing. High skill damage means high nuking. If Gamora is main and Salaya second, 25% will compensate. 25%, 50% stat attribute buff. Next to that, like the under for good kill traits, Lelea of course, like hands down, Lelea first of all, HP buff, you need that, 20% that magic damage, 30% Scorch is ridiculously huge, you have to understand that. 200 Scorch is ridiculous, and the diffused here is for the main skill, not Scorch. Scorch is the main 200 per player, means 600 if you are fighting the 3 players, which is awakened state. I hope that answer you, Amias. I hope I pronounce you right. Second of all, it lasts long, like the Scorch lasts long, not small skill damage and leave. for flying, Bahon, main, then Bertrand. Bertrand gives you good stack damage, golden mark, but Bahon gives you rigid charge. You need that rigid charge mainly. And the Bahon apply AoE damage. 2 people, extra. That means in this maxed state it will be 90 rigid skill. So yes, 90 rigid skill will be applied. Plus 1000 skill damage, which is higher than SU's 800. And the second, yes, the rigid charge will be huge. 60 rigid charge from normal attack, it's huge. But compared to this, in long term, no. This is better. AoE, not single target. That's a huge kill trade alone. Secondly, this applied all time. Flying legions, 4 attack, 10 attack, 20 march speed is better compared to rigid charge here. Skill damage factor. Lastly, critical rate, normal critical rate. Mages, you will apply good damage. So, Bahon Bertrand for flying. Flying only, I repeat, this flying. Second to it is SUs for assaulting. You will snipe people from afar. You will always have the best skill trait with that. If you are countering enemies, Seiya, hands down. Seiya for confronting enemies. You want to tank and from afar and assault people. Seiya will apply the trick for you. So first of all, Bahon Bertrand. Second to it, Bertrand SUs. Thirdly, Bahon Seiya or Bertrand Seiya. Bahon Seiya will be good rage charging and skill damage apply. Plus AoE. Remember, AoE apply more damage. And in most cases, you are attacking from afar, so yes, you will select people with more armies around you. Around the sub-target. I hope that applied. Like I said, Gormora is excellent. Very, very excellent. I didn't expect her to be this new king. Let's be honest. Kill trade from reports is promising. Like, look here, I apply skill damage. 12,000. 17,000. These are huge skill damages. Look here too. 8,000. And remember, the number of troops matters. I applied here Celestials. Look here, look the amount of skill damage. And that is confronting, like 1v1 scale with archers. Even if it's small, but that is big step, to be honest. Gomar not only surprisingly good, but it matches the criteria. Rigid charge. Rigid charge means good talents. You win this 200 shield. You gain this. You apply this by skill damage. You apply this to rage skills. So yes, with Saleya, it apply perfect rage synergy, which is what you want. If I apply this 15%, I gain huge buffs. If I apply this, I gain better buffs. So yeah, in Saleya Guamora Saleya, applying this will be much better win skill trades. But T5, I always say T5, you apply this talent. But look here, synergy always good. Perfect rage build. Saleya and Guamora. Tohav and Yon Ming and Tohav will be the best passive apply damage you apply all time. Forget Leilea Torch. Tohav and Yon Ming can win the kill trade. First of all, you apply defense. Stackable defense means 30 defense. Leilea Villain apply good defense break, but this higher. 15%. Leilea apply 10%. You won that trade. 20% skill damage. Look here, 30%, 35% defense, and 15 counter attack reduction, which is huge. 35% more damage. So yeah, in 1v1, Tohar and Yeonming can win Laleya villain. I did not expect someone will be soloing Laleya villain like this badly. So yeah, Laleya villain for AoE damage is of course neat, but for single target, Saleya, Guamora first, Tohar, Yeonming second. Because Tohar and Yeonming don't need high nuking, but they got bleeding. So in longer term, you will win the kill trade. Saleya and Guamora will seal to reduce your army by 30% at the start, but they will, by time once, they will lose the kill trade because they are not tanky, they are assault, and these two have the tanking ability. Yeah, no, Seiya is bad in all terms because Seiya, look, high shield is excellent, but Madeline, you have to remember, Madeline is now all troops and 1200 physical. No need for physical. Okay, what about the rest? Maximum capacity. Overall, you will sacrifice that, but you will gain much better. Let's go to Seiya again. Seiya. High buffer. Seiya is high buffer. And let's be honest, high buffer is good. But that 1000 damage in 6 seconds will be dried out from this Yeonming attack. Not to mention defense. Seiya. Seiya is perfect as wing. Let's be honest. Seiya 1v1, if you are fighting someone and someone fight you back, Seiya is good option. Always. Hands down. But you are attacking from afar all time. Alliance fights, bridges, many types. Yeonming, Guamora is excellent. Tohar, Guamora is excellent. Seiya, Guamora is excellent. That will make you win the kill trade. Like, let's talk about it in terms of keeps. Keeps. You are fighting in a keep. Keep, you will rely on normal attack. No counter attack from others, no skill damage from others will be applied on you. You can't apply skill damage either from artifact or its buffs. You will win the kill trade higher chances with Guamora Saleya over Seiya. And honestly, Seiya gives you 1000 shield. 1000 shield. Which easily countered by 1600 because 600 will be the gap and will destroy your Seiya. If Seiya got ever buffed like the other heroes, if ever got buffed to 100 and 1400, I'm not saying anymore, 400 extra shield, it will be a challenging and it will return again. Like how they changed Neko. Neko is now applying 10% HP, which is huge. Let's be honest, it's huge buff. That was 30-20%, they nerfed it to 15 again. But that 10% HP made him win kill trade again. Same for Seiya. Seiya, if it got extra 400, I'm not saying 1600 like Seiya, just that 400, it will return again strong. But now, no. Baron is better. Baron Seiya is good, but not as good as Bertrand and Max. Because Bertrand and Max gives you 30% HP, third buff, sorry. 15 attack and 15 defense. And it apply all time as long as you don't get normal attack damage for 3 seconds. So as long as no one is sniping you while you are flying, you are fighting from safe zone, that defense means less counter attack damage, and that attack means higher assaulting. You win the kill trade, which is far better in long term compared to a temporary shield, even if that shield lasts 5 seconds. I am being honest with you. If you use Gormora Seiya, the force skill overlap. Excellent questions. Let's talk about their skill. Gain the shield. Their attack 4%. No, they don't. Shield overlap each other. But attack skill damages, no. Skill damages, like Seiya. Look here, 15-15. And that all these passives. 20%, 20%. Look at the report here. And you will see if they stack or not. Same with Seiya will be applied. Look here. It doesn't start yet. But look here, it starts to be applied. 5% 5%. That is stacking, my friend. You gain 5% and you gain a extra 5% from the previous term. Now look here. That shield applied. Let's look at the reduction. Now let's look here at the kill rate. Watch out to all these. 4% for me, 25-25, 15-15. I hope that answers you. So yeah, all this applied. Look here. And look there. Defensive penetration, all these skills applied. Now look here. Extra damage. Plus all these. Like you gain all these, you gain all these, you gain all these. The damage is boosted. Counted at buffed. 8%. 15%. Look here, extra. Again, skill damage applied. Here skill damage dealt. Legion attack. Here skill damage dealt. Applied here. And all these buffs. So yeah, it happens, it applies, and it's good. Look how many buffs I get. So yeah, Seiya have 0 problems. I hope I answered your question. Next time I will fix Streamlabs, to be honest. Problem for screen capture, my previous screen capture got lost in the middle. Burned, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. See you guys later.